Dear students, today we start a new lesson from your Flamingo textbook. Lesson 3, Deep Water, written by William Douglas. This is William Douglas. He was born on 1898 in Maine, Minnesota, USA. He took his graduation in English and Economics and spent 2 years teaching in a high school in Yakima. But after some years, he got tired of this and decided to pursue a legal career. Here he met Franklin D. Roosevelt at Yale and became an advisor and friend to the president. Douglas became a leading advocate of individual rights. He retired in 1975. When he retired with a record, serving 36 years in the court, and he remains the longest serving justice in the history of the court. Deep Water is an autobiographical part taken from Of Men and Mountains, written by himself. It reveals how, as a young boy, William Orville Douglas nearly drowned in a swimming pool. And in this essay, he talks about his fear of water and thereafter how he finally overcame it. In this autobiographical part, he discusses what fear is and how it stands as a hindrance to one's achievement. Let me ask you one thing. Have you ever had a fear of anything and that you have tried to overcome? If you have any fear, try to recall that incident. Before we move on to the lesson, let us discuss the meanings of certain words which you require some reference. The first word that you come across is treacherous. Treacherous means dangerous. Swimming is treacherous, we can say. Second word, subdued. Subdued means brought under control. If you bring some emotions under control, you can say that you have subdued that emotion. For example, anger. Next word is aversion. Aversion means strong dislike. For example, I have an aversion to the sight of snakes. Next word, revive. Revive means bring again. To bring something active again. That is called revive. For example, the photographs revive the memories of the past. Timid, nervous. When you are shy or nervous, you call it timid. For example, when some students are asked to give a speech on the stage, how do you feel? That is timid. More words to go. Bruiser. Bruiser means strong, aggressive man. A large and strong man is called a bruiser. Toss. Throw somebody or something carelessly is called toss. Now shall we start the lesson, children? Open your textbook to page number 23. It had happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. I had decided to learn to swim. There was a pool at the YMCA in Yakima that offered exactly the opportunity. The Yakima River was treacherous. Mother continually warned against it and kept fresh in my mind the details of each drowning in the river. But the YMCA pool was safe. It was only 2 or 3 feet deep at the shallow end, and while it was 9 feet deep at the other, the drop was gradual. I got a pair of water wings and went to the pool. I hated to walk naked into it and show my skinny legs, but I subdued my pride and did it. Let us come back to the beginning of the paragraph. It had happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. So that means the narrator is narrating the incident that happened in his childhood when he was 10 or 11 years old. What is the incident that he is narrating here? What did he decide to do that time? He decided to learn to swim. And for that purpose, where did he go? He went to the YMCA pool. An association named YMCA. You know the full form of YMCA. Young Men's Christian Association. It is a non-profit association. You can see the branch of this organization in all the major cities. So In Yakima also, in the state of Yakima in USA also, there was a YMCA, and this or association named YMCA had a swimming pool there, and this association offered an opportunity to learn swimming. And but there was a river also in Yakima, and what is the nature of that river? The river was treacherous. What is the meaning of treacherous? Yes, dangerous. So that means Yakima River was very dangerous and deep too. So his mother always warned him not to go to the Yakima River for swimming. And for that, she always kept reminding him various drowning accidents that occurred in the Yakima River. So whenever he wants to go to swimming, his mother used to remind him about the drowning accidents in the Yakima River. But YMCA pool was very safe. In what way it was safe? Because it was only 2 or 3 feet deep at one end and 9 feet deep at the other end. That means the slope of the swimming pool was very gradual. So that is why YMCA pool was very safe. Now he took a pair of water wings and went to the pool. So what are water wings? Water wings are inflated circular tubes that help you float on water. So this all shows that Douglas was very much feared of water. The writer had very thin legs and was rather ashamed of showing them. However, he got this pair of water wings and went to the pool to swim. Now, how did this fear of water get into him? This is explained in the second paragraph. Let's see how Douglas was feared of water. From the beginning, however, I had an aversion to the water when I was in it. This started when I was 3 or 4 years old and father took me to the beach in California. He and I stood together in the surf. I hung on to him, yet the waves knocked me down and swept over me. I was buried in water. My breath was gone. I was frightened. Father laughed, but there was terror in my heart at the overpowering force of the waves. This fear of water started when Douglas was 3 or 4 years old. His father one day took him to the California beach. Even though the writer was clinging to his father, a strong wave came and knocked the child down, and the water swept over him. He almost lost his breath. He was drowned. From that day onwards, the child's heart was filled with the horror of water. Here in this paragraph, you come across the word aversion. I had an aversion to the water. So, what does it mean? I had a strong dislike to the water when it started when he was 3 or 4 years old. Now we move on to the third paragraph. My introduction to the YMCA swimming pool revived unpleasant memories and stirred childish fears. But in a little while, I gathered confidence. I paddled with my new water wings, watching the other boys and trying to learn by aping them. I did this 2 or 3 times on different days and was just beginning to feel at ease in the water when the misadventure happened. To overcome this fear of water that started when he was 3 or 4 years old in the California beach, he started to learn swimming from the YMCA pool. When he joined the YMCA pool also, the unpleasant memories of his childhood started to come back to him. That is the meaning of revived. So revive means coming back with all the power. So whenever he sees water, that old fear started to come back to him. But in a little while, he gathered confidence. He looked at the other boys who were swimming and he started to paddle with his new water wings. Paddling means to swim using your feet or hand. So he was trying to learn swimming by aping the other boys. Aping means imitating. He was trying to imitate the other boys, what they were doing. He was trying to imitate that and he was trying to learn swimming. And this he did it for 2 or 3 times on different days, and he began to feel at ease in the water. And it is at this time that misadventure happened. Now, what was that misadventure, that misfortune, that bad experience? That is a suspense. Tomorrow we see. Now, your assignment is to read these 3 paragraphs and the next upcoming 10 paragraphs for the ease of learning. Thank you, children. Take care. Bye.